Yeah, guys, hungry. I hope I'm doing it. But yeah. Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. I'm Tanaka, and today I'm here with my dad. The highly anticipated video. You guys have been asking for this video for the longest. The old man is here for himself. Yeah, so welcome to our channel.
Thank you for inviting me.
Maybe you want to give people a quick history of how you grew up and what was the dynamics of your relationship with your own dad.
I grew up. I was staying in police camps, mostly. I was born when we were staying in Jishavane, and then we went on to Mberengwa. We were staying in a police camp. From Mberengwa, we went to Highlands Police Camp. That was late 70s. That was my introduction to Harare. From Mberengwa, from Highlands, we went on to stay in Masasa.
Oh yeah,
Masasa Police Camp.
Yeah. Masasa
That is the
Police.
best police camp in Zimbabwe for me, and
Is it still the best police camp?
I'm sure it is. I just have those memories, those good memories about that place.
Okay.
My father gave me the freedom, to choose any school that I wanted to go to, and he would pay. And he was just an ordinary policeman, so I changed schools. I was at Sir Wilfred Anson School initially for my grade 1 and 2. And then grade 3 and 4, I went to Braeside Primary School before going to Greengrove Primary.
I also went to Braeside, ne?
Yes.
Yeah.
Until I finished school. And then for secondary, I went to Churchill.
Yeah, that one I know. All those other schools that you mentioned, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have questions here from our supporters, and some of them are actually your supporters. What was your first thoughts or views about Kim when I first introduced her to you, or just from seeing her from pictures or videos?
My first views on Kim was I actually wanted to know a bit of a history, a past,
Yeah.
a background, because it matters a lot.
Yeah.
And
Definitely.
she stayed in the same community where I was staying,
Yeah.
so it was easy. The most touching thing that almost everyone in Delft know about her is the passing on of her mother.
Yeah. Yeah.
And apparently my wife is friends to her best friend, Maitre.
Yeah.
Kim's best friends.
Kim's mother's best friend.
yes.
Yeah. My
Yeah.
true.
So it made life easy. She had a good CV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was well known. Apparently, she was a really good person around the community. Sorry, guys. It's in my small bag. Yeah, sorry, guys. We're back. Yeah, apparently she was a really good person. From everyone I've spoken to that knew Kim's mom, she was this really energetic person that everyone loved to be around. Another question: what are his thoughts of your relationship, like my relationship with Kim? Just like your overall thoughts on our
I actually
relationship.
admire it. I admire it. It's something that is even caught the attention of probably the nation. I mean, Tammy was just showing me this morning that you guys appeared on Zim's Best Couples or something.
Yeah, that happens a lot nowadays.
Yeah. She was showing me this morning, and
Yeah, my sisters are
Yeah.
proud of me. I can tell, man.
yeah.
They're extremely proud of me. Yeah. So it sounds like you are also proud of us. So the next question is, how did you feel about Tanaka cohabitating with Kim, and how close are you with Kimberly?
I actually call it ambuya because once in a while I contact if I know that you are busy and if there's something that I want done, I can actually go directly to ambuya. Do you think you can help
I know.
on this one? That's if I know that you are busy, you are working, then I can. My relationship with her, I don't think she has crossed my path or I've crossed her path in the past. No.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. The questions are starting to get hot now. Who's your favorite child and why? Be honest.
It has been very, very difficult, that one. It has been very, very difficult. That's
You can choose not to answer this one if you don't want any smoke.
You know why it's a very difficult one? Because the way I feel about my kids is like a universal feeling. Is like everyone is. I've got the same energy for everyone.
Same amount of love.
I've got the
I
same.
believe that.
I've got the same energy for all of my kids.
Yeah.
And then the other thing that you probably didn't know, still there. Every night when I go to bed, I want to put my phone on silent, but only after I figure out that maybe all these guys are now back home, passed off. Yeah. Otherwise, I leave it on vibrate just in case I might receive a call, there's an emergency. I have to leave my phone just for that. So that's how.
Yeah, that's really smart, because you never know. People might get in trouble, and the first person who definitely contact is you. If I can't get through to you, then I'm calling for you next, and then
and because of that, I always make sure I leave my phone
on vibrate.
On vibrate.
So this question is, what was your dream career in high school? What did you want to do?
I always wanted to be a journalist.
Yeah.
I've always wanted, because, you know.
You're sort of like a journalist right now. If you guys follow my dad on Facebook, he's a journalist.
Yeah, so the thing is, I was very good at English,
Still
in
are.
school.
Still are.
To an extent that even the headmaster at Churchill, when I was in Form 3, I wrote O-level when I was in Form 3. Only English.
Yeah.
And I was probably the worst. I actually dropped maths in Form 1.
Yeah.
So I was not allowed, but I did that. Yeah,
Same here.
Yeah.
I don't like maths at all.
I had this passion to be a journalist, but I just didn't know how to go about it. So what happened is, even before the results, I had an influential father. So even before the Form 4 results came out, I was already working at Chicken Inn, you see.
Yeah.
I was one of the first black cashiers there at Chicken Inn. The cashiers were only white. I was one of the first black cashiers there. So with that background, you see, I just got absorbed into that.
Okay. I see.
Yeah.
What people don't know is you're also a manager at a hotel, Comrio. Do you want to tell people about that?
Yeah, I was a manager. I was the manager at Mrewa Hotel. It was being run by Justice Paddington Garwe. He's there. He's on the Supreme Court bench now. So I was running that. And there's two things that happened there that are remarkable. The first thing is, when I was the manager there, I remember I called you guys, you and Foju, and it actually backfired on me. That's one of the reasons why I had to leave. I called Sulu Chimbetu for a show.
I think I remember that.
Yeah, in 2010. Sulu came for a show. It was pegged. We made a lot of money for that show. But the judge was against that show.
Why was
because we had flopped before with Alexio Kawara.
Yeah, I remember that flop also. I was going to talk about that.
There's only 6 people who came. So he wasn't confident when we told him that, no. I think with Sulu we'll make it, right? And then so we had to take people's salary. We just had to do our own thing. We had to go to Delta and the judge was saying, I'm not part of this.
I'm not part of this.
I'm not part of this. All I want is, I want my things to run smoothly. That's all. So we did that. We did that show. It was a very, very huge success.
Yeah.
The hall was packed to the brim, and we made a lot of money.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we couldn't go inside because we were too young.
Yeah, you guys were too young. 2010.
Yeah, I was in grade 7,
Yeah.
2010.
But after the show, instead of the judge complimenting me or thanking me, he only asked me why I had brought you guys, you and Fortune, to the hotel, and I had given you a room. So then I went ballistic out of that because of that question. And
Yeah, because there were so many rooms, so sometimes my dad would invite us to come through and just spend the weekend there, just chilling in one of the rooms, because they were not all occupied, so I don't know why he made a big deal out of that, but he was the owner of the hotel, so I guess he could do whatever he wants. Was Tanaka a good boy or a bad boy growing up?
no, he was a good boy. I don't think.
Be honest, Nzo.
No, I have to be honest. I'm not. I think you.
Don't sugarcoat
but
anything.
I think there's only one. I don't remember beating you up. I remember. I think I beat you up once, and fought you once also. I know that.
Yeah, I remember when you, I think when you beat me, it was because I had fought with Fortune. Fortune's my little brother.
Yeah.
That's the only time I remember me.
Yeah.
That was because I had fought with Fortune and he was bleeding and stuff. So yeah, that was hectic. But yeah, next question. So I was a good boy. That's the answer.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, this question is, how can someone be a good wife? I don't know how you're going to answer that, but that's a question for you.
Okay. How can someone be a good? I think the first thing you have to do is to be friends with your
partner.
With your partner.
Yeah, definitely.
That's the first thing. Is to, you see, this theory of being submissive is a bit. It's not. I don't think it's working in this social media era that we are in.
Yeah.
It doesn't work because most of the people that are giving us advice, you see, on social media, are people that have wrecked their own homes.
Yeah.
And they give you their views after they wrecked their own homes. So, but I think to be friends with your partner is the first step. Everything else just flows. As long as you make sure you are friends with your partner first, everything else falls into place.
Yeah. Okay. You heard it. You heard it, guys. What did you think when you heard that we were pregnant?
Obviously, I was excited. Obviously, I was very, very excited.
This was your second grandchild.
Yeah, second grandchild after.
No, third
after Fortune's and
Thelma's. Because there's a lot of flies here because we're sitting next to the beans. That's the only place we can find that has good lighting. So yeah, sorry if you see us doing this a lot. Someone said rate your Murora's behavior out of 10.
Like I said before, I don't think she has crossed my path in any way. So it would be 10 out of 10.
One thing you guys must know about my dad also is a chilled person, man. I've told you guys this before. It doesn't look for a lot in people. You just have to respect each other. If he respects you, you respect him. And
and then also, you see, okay.
What did you want to say?
I wanted to talk about my daughter, Thelma.
Yeah, you can.
I actually said the other time that, I'll probably be the first. I don't even want that lobola. You can ask your mom, I told you.
Yeah.
I don't even want Thelma's lobola. Like, I don't have to look forward to it. The only lobola that I want is for them to live in peace.
Yeah. Thelma, for those that don't know, Thelma is my sister. She's the oldest. She's his firstborn. Yeah. So that's the lady he's talking about. So why don't you want a lobola? You don't mind if it comes though?
If it comes, I don't mind, but it's not something that I would fuss over to say,
Like
hey,
what other
Mkwasha,
parents would do?
Mkwasha,
Yeah.
you know.
Someone said yeah, put last video. The story about me leaving school early in Brisside, if you still remember, we spoke about it on your birthday.
Yeah. We were staying in Brisside, right? And it was your first day in school that day. So I was supposed to come and pick you up at 12 finishing time.
Yeah.
But when you heard the school bell ring for break,
Yeah.
you in your mind you thought school is done. So
I'm stupid.
you were we were staying in Sunningdale.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were not staying in Bresside.
Yeah.
We later moved from Sunningdale to Bresside, but then we were staying in Sunningdale.
But I was learning
at Bresside.
Yeah.
Now that's before you moved to Eastridge.
Yeah.
So now you went home, and I was there at 12 to pick you up. And remember, there were no cell phones, or they were there. They were not as popular.
Yeah.
Only a few people had cell phones.
Had cell phones.
So there was no way I could communicate with the people at home. So I made a big noise out of it at school with the headmaster.
Yeah.
And we went to the police, and there was no report of such a person being seen. Yeah. So, but what happened is, next door there were people who had a landline, and we phoned just in case.
Yeah.
Just to, the police said, "Can you just phone?"
Yeah.
So we phoned next door, and we were told that you had arrived home.
How did I do that? I was in grade 1.
You
grade
actually
1.
walked, and I didn't even know you could know that route yourself. From Bresside, past Coca-Cola, Seke Road, you went into Seke Road. If you know, those who know where Bresside School is, this guy used the route Morgan High School. Walked into
Can you range it in like kilometers? Like how many Ks did I walk?
Probably 5, eh?
Yeah.
That's 5. And now for a grade 1, eh?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Because I also know, like, maybe I could be mistaken. In grade 3, I was going to school alone in Eastridge.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was now learning at Eastridge, and now we're staying in Brisside.
Yeah, we're now staying in Brisside, and
go
there was
to
this
school alone.
dangerous road to cross.
Yeah.
Whitcomb.
Yeah. But I used to go to school alone.
Yeah.
But then I now had a friend, his name was Ryan. His mom would pick me up by the robots to take me to school with her and her son, because they had a car. I used to walk. But yeah, I remember that as well. Yeah, so the other thing that most of you might not know is my dad is a pastor. He's an ordained pastor. If you maybe want to tell people about that.
Yeah.
You actually went to Bible college?
I went to Bible college, 4 years. I finished. When we came to Cape Town, I was ordained as a pastor. But
you were in the top 2, top 3 of like some of the best students at Greater Grace was the name
Greater Grace,
of the college that you went to.
I was in the top 5. Yeah.
Top 5.
Now, so what happened is, I am very, very, very particular about pastors who steal money from the congregants, all in the name of using the pulpit, you see. For those who know my Facebook or YouTube, I'm very, very against that.
Yeah.
And I'm very, very sensitive to that. And actually, when we came to Delft, when we came to Cape Town, we were staying in Delft, I opened a branch. Remember, we were going to Salt River, the pastor that ordained me in Salt River.
Yeah.
I opened a branch for his church.
Yeah. I remember
Delft.
that church. I think I only went there like twice.
In Delft. Now, the church started to grow in numbers. And then all the people that were attending Salt River, they couldn't afford the rent anymore. They had to come now to my branch, you see. And the head pastor, the owner of the church. I don't know if that's the right word to use, but this is how they are doing it now. They own these churches. Most of
It's
these,
like a CEO.
yeah, like,
It's like
I'm the founder
like a
of this
business
church. I'm
now.
the owner.
Yeah.
I have the last say. And you know, the minute I pick that up, I excuse myself.
Yeah.
I excuse myself. I don't need any good reason. I just excuse myself. Yeah.
So you stopped going to church like you don't go to church anymore.
To that ministry.
Yeah.
I actually, going to church, you don't have to be. I can go to church, but I can just walk into any church. This is the biblical concept of how they used to do it. You don't have to be stuck to be say I'm Catholic, I'm Salvation
I'm
Army.
always gonna be Catholic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are a member of the body of Christ. That's what
So
you
you
are.
must just call yourself a Christian.
A Christian.
Instead of
And
identifying
you must
yourself with your
attend
church.
a church which is near you.
Yeah. Okay. I got that. You got that, ne, guys?
Because church is not a building.
Yeah. Okay, so this is my question, because you guys didn't ask any questions. Like, all your questions are the same. How does he feel about Kim and all of that? So I just want him to share a little bit about his relationship with my mom. Yeah, if you're okay with it and so.
Yeah,
Because people are always asking, where's Tanaka's mom? Where's Tanaka's mom? She's there, guys. She's alive. Yeah.
So we stayed together for 11 years. From 1994
Yeah. Before Thelma.
to somewhere around 2005,
Yeah.
before she went to Botswana.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we were good. I mean, we went through a lot together
Yeah.
as we were learning the ropes of life. We had our challenges, we struggled together. Yeah, but she couldn't hold on anymore.
Yeah.
She couldn't hold on anymore. And
So
So
what
she
are
had to leave.
what are some of the life lessons that you obviously got from your relationship that you can tell us as the youngsters? Places where you think you made mistakes, she
I
made
think,
mistakes, what
like
we
I was telling you
should avoid.
about, if you notice, when you asked me about Kim,
yeah,
when someone asked them about Kim, I said
She must be your
a
friend.
background check is very important,
yeah,
because what happens is, whatever happened there in the past
yeah, could
will,
affect the
will
present.
come to haunt you in the present. It can affect the way you think, it can affect the way you see things, it can affect the way your whole character. You have to rebuild yourself, and sometimes it can take years, 20 years, 25 years.
That's true.
And sometimes people will not be patient with you to rebuild that character,
Yeah.
you see.
So a background check, that's one. That's very important, guys.
Yeah.
But I've mentioned this on our channel,
Yeah.
but way back before we had all the subscribers we have now.
Yeah.
Like I said, your partner's background is very important. She could have went through things like that still haunts her to this day. But if you have the knowledge of that, there are certain things you can do to like avoid bringing the topics up that might trigger her. Maybe she got raped when she was young, so you can avoid talking about such things because you know she went through that, and that might trigger and that might
Exactly.
cause fights and stuff like that. But is there anything else you think you can share on that topic of relationships?
I think patience,
Yeah,
you know.
because like you said, mom couldn't hold on, so the patience was gone.
Yeah, I think patience is vital. She maybe if she had waited a little.
Yeah. So patience, guys, and make sure you do a background check. But yeah, I don't have any more questions unless even though just wants to speak to you guys. For those that don't know, my dad wrote a book. It hasn't been published yet. Maybe I'm going to be the publisher. I don't know. I'm going to help get it published. If you guys keep on watching the videos, it's called The Pulpit versus the Bible.
Amen.
Like he told you, he's very passionate about pastors, preachers that use the name of God and try and extort people. And I don't know if I'm putting it in the correct way. But yeah, it's a very beautiful book. I've had the privilege to read a few pages, I think 2 or 3 pages, and I love it. So when can we expect this book to come out?
I actually finished writing it.
Yeah.
I had not yet found a publisher. There's a magazine here called Joy Magazine. They actually asked if they could publish a chapter from that book, and they did.
Is it?
Yeah, they did. If you go on if you just Google the pulpit versus the Bible, you'll see they published a chapter.
Yeah. You had a PDF of that book on some website. I forgot the website. Can people still get it there?
Yeah, Jetpack.
It's called what?
It's the name of that. It's called WordPress or Jetpack. That website. Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Okay. Yeah, you give it to me. I'll put it in the description. If you guys want to read The Pulpit versus the Bible, hopefully one day we can get hard copies of the book. Have you ever sat down to calculate how much you might need to publish it yourself?
I've never, but it's something that I was considering doing now.
Maybe you should.
And because I really wanted to add a few more chapters.
Yeah, maybe you should do that. You never know. Yeah. God has been really good to us lately. Maybe things might go well and we might be able to do it ourselves and publish the book. Even if it doesn't do good, even if it does good. I know you are mostly passionate about it, getting into the right hands so that people can know the difference between the real pastors and
that's where my passion is.
Yeah.
If only I can help just not even two, just one person to open the eyes of just one person.
Yeah.
Why do I say that? The youngsters of today are equating wealth with spirituality. Anyone can do that magic here. Anyone, you can actually go to Ghana there, you buy that for 5,000, those powers. Yeah. They give you a ring, they give you that white towel that they use to wipe. Yeah. That is where the power is. You buy that for $5,000 and you can start your own church if that's what you want, to do miracles, signs and wonders. But is the power from God? No, it's not from God. So the thing is, power, anyone can have that power. If just a small, if you get a small time to just Google, you realize that even you just Google rings for pastors.
Yeah.
On Google.
You can get them.
You see magic rings for pastors. It will appear and they will give you prizes, $2,000. So
it's more like black magic.
You see, and you can. Why do you think they are writing magic rings for pastors? Do you think it's the power of God? Do you think it's God who's selling those powers?
No.
And when you see that guy doing signs and wonders, is the power coming from God? So how do you know that this is a false one and this is a true one?
The Bible says, by their fruits you shall know them.
I always talk about it. Just their character.
Yeah.
You don't go on Facebook talking of vulgar language and the way they,
Yeah, you heard it here first, guys, and you should check out his channel. He really speaks about this stuff. He recently opened a YouTube channel where he really speaks about this stuff, and you guys might want to check it out if you're interested in such topics. I'll put the link in the description also, or just a screenshot somewhere here on the screen. But I think that's the end of the video because, it's blazing hot out here. Thank you so much, Nzo. Thank you for coming through. Appreciate that. Your fans, your supporters, if you want to say something to them,
Thank you so much. The most important thing is your partner should be your friend.
Yeah, you heard that. Peace. Yo, on about peace and so. Yo.